When it comes to wireless, you can either get it good or you can get it cheap, and usually not both. So when Lakato hit me up and asked if I would do a review on these wireless units, I thought there is no way these can be good. They are too cheap, but we'll try them out anyway, because this is something that people ask about quite a bit. The only thing they asked for in exchange for sending me these for free for the review is that I put a link to the product in the description, so if you watch this and you want to get a pair of these for yourself, you know where to get it. So I did an unboxing for these, but there's really not much to it. You get the transmitter and the receiver and a cable that will charge both of them at the same time. Well, that was fairly anticlimactic for an unboxing. There was basically nothing in there. You'll have to supply your own charging brick, which is a very Apple-esque move of them. So let's talk about some of the specs of these things. They claim to have a 100-foot range indoors. They have less than 5 milliseconds of latency, which means that you shouldn't even be able to tell that there's a difference between the wireless units and a cable. They also have 4-channel frequency hopping, which means that if you want to do up to 4 of these, you can do them all in the same area because they will operate on their own independent channels. So if everyone in your band wants to use these, you can. They also claim to go up to 8 hours on a single charge, which is pretty impressive because they are not very big, nor are they very heavy. After I got them out of the box, I charged them up for a little bit and then tested them out, and as expected, there were some issues. Alright, so I've got the wireless unit there, wireless unit in here, and it seems to work, but I'm seeing that if I move very much far around, or like line of sight gets interrupted. Hi, Evelyn.
Hi.
You start to get these weird interference or dropping noises. I mean, I'm like right here, and it still like is doing weird things. I don't think that my specific environment here is perfect for it. There are a million Wi-Fi networks around and tons of opportunities for interference, and I suspect that that is playing very heartily into the performance that I got here. I didn't want to just base my entire review off of that, so I also took them to a gig and tested them out there.
Break it down now. I'll shake it down now. I'll break it down now. I'll shake it it. Shake it down now. Shake it down now. Break it down now. Oh, she's on breath. Oh, she's mad. She let it all out.
The results of that were actually pretty surprising. I had every intention of just like sound checking with them, and then the minute that I experienced a hiccup or a problem, I was going to switch them out for the cable that I had sitting there on the floor right next to it. But as it turns out, I used them all night long with no issues. There's no latency, there's no difference in sound quality that I could detect. They actually worked great. Granted, I was never very far away from the receiver because I was on a very small stage and I didn't get a chance to like go and do the wireless shenanigans where you like run around in the crowd or whatever. Totally could have, and I think they would have been just fine. I think the 100-foot range thing is a little overblown. I would say that is probably closer to like 30 feet. Because you kind of do have to maintain line of sight with these things. If you get a body in front of it, or a pillar, or any other like wall or anything, they just stutter a little bit. And when you're playing, you can't have little things like that. Like those are just outside of the realm of acceptable. But using them on a small stage to kind of clean up so I wouldn't trip on cables and stuff, totally works for that. So would I recommend the Lakato WS80 wireless units? Yes, but only if you don't live in an apartment complex. And if you want to get a pair for yourself, then go down to the description, click the link, and there you go. $50 and these can be yours. If $50 for these still seems a bit steep, then you're in luck because I am going to be giving these away to my patrons. So head over to my Patreon page. The $1 tier will get you 1 entry. The $5 tier will get 5 entries, which greatly increases your chance of getting your hands on these. And then I'm going to send them to you wherever in the world you happen to be. I don't even care. I'm just going to eat the cost of that because I like you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much to Lakato for sending me these wireless units out, and I will see you on the next one. AMP out!